meteorologist Stephen Jones.
Well, starting off with the time lapse, you can see much clearer conditions out there thanks to those winds being about 20 to 30 miles an hour lighter. Not nearly as much dust in the atmosphere, but still a great sunset out there about 6:15 to 6:30 this evening. And of course, with the sunset going down, with these drier conditions in place, those temperatures falling pretty quickly as well through the 40s, down into the 30s for most of us across the area. 39 here in town, 37 for Sterling City and Ballinger. Off to the north, a little bit warmer, down towards I-10, still holding on to 41 degrees for both Ozona and Sonora right now. So about 4 or 5 degrees of spread across the entire Concho Valley. Those dew points still pretty dry, not enough for moisture or those cloud cover and this rain going into the evening. Only in the 20s, and those relative humidity indices in the 50s around the area. So just a little bit of that isolated cloud cover, but like I said, not enough for rain, and we could definitely use it in terms of the drought monitor. Looking at that moisture tracker, southerly winds tomorrow bring a little bit more of those greens back into place for the Concho Valley and much of the state of Texas. But quickly, that cold front on Tuesday going to be pushing down south and across the Sun Belt by Tuesday into Wednesday. Going to be wiping out some of that moisture we were gaining. So looking pretty steady here in the Concho Valley, and most of that rain going to remain well to the east of the area, unfortunately. Upper level pattern going to show you where that cold air is coming from. Going into the west, we can see this trough really starting to bear down going into the Concho Valley. By about Tuesday into Wednesday, quickly going to be moving off to the east, and then when the cold air is going to be most in place. By about Friday into Saturday, we start to get this little bit of a ridge working back into the area. Temperatures going to quickly rebound into those 50s by Saturday. Sunday looking like the 70s make their return. So this week going to be interesting and a little bit of a roller coaster in terms of those temperatures thanks to that upper level pattern. Unfortunately, just looking dry in terms of that moisture. National satellite right now showing you just how cold it is off to the north. Good amount of moisture working into the Pacific Northwest, and of course up towards Los Angeles and the southwest, of course, as well. Down towards Texas, not getting too much of it working in, just a little bit from the west. Most of it dealing into the Panhandle, but across the Concho Valley, you can see just some of those isolated clouds across the area. Definitely not going to act like a blanket of cloud cover going into tonight, though, as we see those mostly clear conditions really holding on for tonight. Going into tomorrow as well, we're going to see pretty sunny skies. Those temperatures that's going to help those temperatures warm up into those mid-60s, looking like a beautiful President's Day out there. Going into Tuesday, we're going to watch that cold front really start to push down. Going into Tuesday afternoon, you can see it taking shape there by especially Wednesday night, that line of showers and storms. You can see the moisture really remaining to the east of the area, unfortunately. But more cloud cover looks to work in as a result of that front moving through as well, and that's where we start to get that extreme cold watch in effect for the Concho Valley. From about Tuesday at 6 p.m. through Thursday noon, you can see just bearing down on the Panhandle of Texas, and really for all of our counties across the entire Concho Valley going to be included in that extreme cold watch. As those temperatures going to get down into the teens, wind chills could get as low as 0 degrees at times, so definitely want to be watching the weather going into this week. Going to be very cold. Tonight, also pretty cold out there, getting down to about 29 degrees. Winds out of the east-southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour, so a light freeze in place. Tomorrow getting nice and warm compared to where we were today, up to that 66-degree mark. Mostly sunny and definitely breezy out with those winds out of the south, 10 to 20 miles an hour, as we have that prefrontal warming in place. Tuesday's where we start to see that cold front really pushing down into the Concho Valley. When it moves through the area is really going to affect those daytime highs by about 10 to 15 degrees if it even shifts by a couple of hours. Then as we go through the week, there's that cold by Wednesday into Thursday. Make sure to bundle up people, pipes, pets, and plants. And then as we go into the weekend, we start to rebound pretty nicely. Saturday in the 50s and Sunday in the 70s. That's going to be all for your 7-day forecast.